皆さんいつも見てくださってありがとうございます。KachokTVのティナです。今日はですね、わかりますか？札幌にやってきました。実は私も人生で初めての北海道でめちゃくちゃワクワクしています。今日はですね、札幌で観光している外国の方にインタビューしていきます。では皆さん一緒に北海道、この季節のちょっと紅葉が始まっててとても綺麗で、この季節をぜひ私たちと一緒に楽しんでいきましょう。 Let's go! So my name is Christina. What is your name?
Shni.
Shni. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Norway.
From Norway. And how did you end up in Hokkaido?
I'm traveling Japan.
Oh.
So I've been here for a month now, and I really want to see all of Japan. So I think Hokkaido is one of the places to visit.
Wow.
I got time for it, so yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Tell me more about your trip. How did you plan it, and why did you decide to come to Japan, and why like all Japan? Tell me everything.
I was like, I really wanted to experience some other culture that's probably can't find anywhere else in the world. So I thought Japan is like really unique, and I would really like to experience that for myself. And see what the country has to offer, and also I like tasting out different types of food and meeting new types of people, and yeah, the people here very kind, and so many cool places to see. So yeah.
How did you start your trip? Where?
In Tokyo. Yeah, I landed there and I was there for like a week, and then I traveled for 3 weeks around Osaka, Kyoto, Fukuoka. I went to Iki Island, and then I went up here, stayed in Sapporo for 4 days, and I've been in BA for 5 days and living together with a Japanese woman and working at her pension. Yeah. So doing like doing like garden work and just helping out with making food, and it was kind of a guest house.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's
so
interesting.
yeah, it was really interesting.
But
So
is it your first time in Japan?
my first time in Japan. Yeah.
So far in Japan, what are some interesting things or some situations that you encountered?
This was really interesting. This was really interesting. I was like just walking past and just like I love like the Sundays here. Just like walking in the parks, and there's like always like some activity going on, and I have no idea what's going on here. I tried to figure out.
From Hokkaido University, and apparently they have this tradition every year. They do something like this.
Yeah.
But
So they're like gathering in groups and just performing acts, and like continuing going to other places. I guess.
Just introducing themselves. I actually talked to some students, foreign students from there, and they told me like actually we don't know either. Like but we just hear it, we do it every year. Okay.
I don't think we would have done something like this in Norway. I don't know, like dressing up and like or
funny. Like it's too funny.
Yeah, or like I haven't like participated on everything in Norway, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I think
people are
the
more like
culture,
reserved, right?
Yeah.
Probably like more conservative.
Maybe in Norway, yeah. But something like with the culture here is like the friendliness of the people, and like how people approach you, and like how you, if you approach someone, talk to them and ask for someone to help, it's like everybody is always there to help you. So
Did you have any situations like that in Japan?
Yeah, there's like many times that I've been like asking people about where to go and where things are, and they're always like helping me out. So I haven't really met any Japanese people that aren't willing to like sacrifice their time to help me out with something. Yeah.
And they would sometimes even like get you there where you want.
Yeah, basically,
It's so
they actually follow you almost all the way. Yeah, that's
and make
really
it
cool.
clear that you actually like reached that point that you were looking for.
Yeah,
right?
that's very true. They're really friendly here.
では皆さん、札幌市から有名な温泉地登別に移動しました。 で、ここからまたユウたちを探してインタビューしていきます。Let's go! My name is Christina. What are your names?
My name is Josephine.
Samuel.
Samuel and Josephine. Nice to meet you guys. And where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden, yes.
So, and what are you doing in Japan? What are you doing here? Tell me about your trip. How long have you been here already?
In this place, one night we stayed
One
here.
night?
Yes.
But in Japan we have been for 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, exactly. And we have 1 week left now
1 week
until we
left.
go back to Sweden. Yes.
So, why did you decide to come to Japan?
It's very different from Sweden, I guess. So yeah, interesting culture.
Yes,
Yeah?
yeah. I've been wanting to go to Japan for a long time, and it's been like on the top of my bucket list of countries to go. But it's a kind of like big trip, so I haven't gotten the opportunity. But now, and you also have a colleague that works
Oh yes. In
that
Osaka,
works
yes.
in Osaka, so we took the opportunity to visit and also do the full 3-week.
So, did you want to do something in particular in Japan because you've heard something from your colleague or read it like somewhere? What did you want to experience?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I don't think we had that much planned before, right?
I think I was very influenced. I used to watch like anime manga like Naruto. Yeah, that was when my Japan dream kind of started. So, but to be honest, I don't know if I actually knew so much. I was just like fascinated by like the overall like culture and just everything, and so that's like the main thing. But also we kind of like nature experiences, so we also tried to get, because we went to Tokyo and that's like a huge huge city, and it was a bit like overwhelming, so we're like we want to see some nature also, so that's why we went to Hokkaido actually. So we went to Mount Asahidake.
Yes.
And went up.
You did hike it?
Yeah, we didn't do the full hike like up to the top, but we went around in that area. We took the ropeway up and we saw like it was very beautiful. It was like a lot of autumn colors and stuff also. So yeah, that was nice.
So, what is your plan for this trip? Where did you arrive and where have you been already?
So yeah, we went to Tokyo and then we went to Kanazawa and then Takayama.
Oh, he's from Takayama.
Ah, yes, very
It was
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
We liked Takayama.
Yeah.
And then we went to Osaka to visit my colleague, and then also Kyoto.
Kyoto,
And then we went to
Hokkaido.
yes.
Yes, and it took a while to get here. And we also had some like problems with the train, so it took even longer. So we were like, yeah.
The train hit a tree.
Yeah,
And
it
so
was
the
like
the train broke down. So
Yeah.
so we stood still for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, it was like so. It took a while to get here. Now,
Yeah.
now we're getting back here to.
You're traveling by Shinkansen
Yes.
everywhere?
Yeah, we had
We
the rail
have
pass.
exactly. We bought the Japan Rail Pass. So we were very happy because we heard they were going to raise the prices, and we bought it just before. So exactly.
Yeah,
So we have a Japan Rail Pass for 21 days. So it was like for the full. So that's where we're
Yeah,
going.
that's nice.
So yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you
it's been
came
great.
to Hakodate.
Yeah, exactly. No, like when we went to Hokkaido. Exactly. We took Shinkansen to Hakodate, and then we took Limited Express to Sapporo, and then continued with the small trains and bus, and yeah.
So, this is a very general question. What do you think about Japan after being?
Yeah. I think we like Japan, right?
Yes, for sure. It's super interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're still like very much in. I mean, it is kind of overwhelming trying to just like this 3 weeks get as much but we're still, I guess, a bit in it. I think it's when we come home and let it sink in that we will also. But it's been super interesting, like from the.
Definitely.
There's a lot of like things that are a bit different than in Europe and
very
in
different, yeah.
and many things that are like we actually thought it's like better solved here.
Like, for example?
Like I don't know, it's a lot of like engineering. For example, Shinkansen, like the way that works, and a lot of like I don't know, just the toilets with all the.
With all the buttons?
Yes, exactly. It's like very much like technology in general is very like integrated. Like in much more, I would say, than in Europe.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of. Yeah, and there's a lot of those kind of things that
Have you had some interesting stories or interesting events happening, or some interesting things that happened to you here?
I think everything has been very different from Sweden, so everything has been very interesting. But
Exactly.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like events. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Some interactions or some stories?
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, most interactions has been like people speaking Japanese to us, and we have been like understanding like 1% of what has been said, but people look happy, so so they're probably been positive.
Yeah, you mean the interactions?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are something that impressed you or impressing you about Japan?
As you said, the engineering, I think.
Exactly,
is,
yeah.
Impressive. I think, yeah, how
For sure.
Things seem to be pretty smooth in Japan. Yeah, like the going by train, and there's good signs everywhere, and
Yeah, like a lot of it's very well organized in many ways.
Yeah.
Like the technological and like
Yeah.
engineering solutions.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, and yeah, it's very interesting. We're still like we're right in it, so it's just like trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
still soak in.
What
Yeah,
do you think about Japanese people?
very nice.
super polite.
Yeah, very polite.
Yeah. We've been practicing our bows.
Yeah. No, but very like respectful, and you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
not
very-
not the most like, you know, like kind of a little bit like maybe, how do you say it, drawn back, but like but very nice when you start to talk.
Yes,
Like
very
when you
nice.
start to interact, it's like warms up a little bit. But it's interesting because I think I've also seen some like that in Sweden and Japan are like not have some things in common in terms of like the social, you know, how we act and things, because in the Nordic countries we're also a little bit like reserved and not like and also I think a little bit the politeness or like the way of, so I think
Calmer.
yeah, exactly. I think there are some like that we, you know, yeah, we can understand each other, like recognize some things. So it's interesting. Some things are of course also different, but it's it's interesting.
Have you tried a lot of Japanese food already?
Yes.
We've tried to try a lot, yes, but a lot of ramen.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
he loves ramen, so it's.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's been every day. I'm like, what are we gonna eat? He's like, ramen. Yeah, but also some other also some other food for sure.
So
Yeah.
what's your top 3? Ramen?
Yes.
Ramen. Yeah, I think so.
I say, I don't know. I think it's hard to remember because
Yeah.
a lot of the food is very different also from Sweden. So it's very hard to remember like what we have been eating, because everything we eat is we haven't eaten before, I guess.
No.
I mean, a lot of things is the first.
Yeah, we've tried
time.
We've tried a lot of different things.
Do you have
Yeah.
pictures? Have you
Food?
taken
Yes.
or
Yes.
anything? Can you show us
We
some?
tried. This is gonna
Like
be,
food pictures or
Oh,
just
anything. Just
Okay,
like
okay.
food and any pictures that are
this in,
interesting for you.
I mean, we took some pictures of the hotel also.
yeah, this was interesting. We had some kind of
This is
jelly shrimp. It is a shrimp in a jelly thing.
I've never seen that before.
No, but this was part of like a 10-course meal. This was like a really nice, like
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
fancy.
We had this,
yeah.
We had this. We had this room, and we
Yeah,
had this-
your colleague actually
Yeah.
took us to a place with like a, you know,
traditional Japanese.
exactly a
course.
tradition. Exactly, that was like one of the things
yeah.
I thought about mentioning also, because it was like we had like our own server, like with the kimono and everything, and she we had like a private room, and that was kind of cool. And then a lot
Yeah,
of
it was a nice experience.
different like dishes, yeah.
That sounds like an interesting experience.
Yeah, it
right?
was, and also like all you can drink alcohol for like 2 hours.
Oh yes. So we
So
drank
it
a
was
lot,
it was
lot of
very
sake.
hard.
Yeah.
The next day I was not feeling
Lot
good,
of sake.
but it was definitely an experience. Now it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Did you try Japanese sake?
Yes, yeah. We
Yes,
had that
we
night.
have
We
tried.
had a lot of sake.
Yeah, that night we had. It was like, we also tried it before at some point, not as much, but
Yeah.
and also yesterday in the when the hotel buffet we also got some, order some sake. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
so, but sake is nice. It's
Yeah.
it tastes good.
Yeah. I
What do you
agree.
usually drink in Sweden? Like alcohol?
I think beer. Yeah, I think beer is very common.
Yeah, we also
A
have
wine.
yeah, snaps is very common on
Yeah,
bigger
like
dinners. We drink
in
snaps.
holidays. Yeah, exactly. We have snaps. Like
The-
and we sing songs and drink snaps. That's like one of the Swedish traditions, I guess.
But it's not as good as sake.
No,
it's
I
very,
think
very strong.
it's
and,
even stronger. Yeah, I think it's like more than double the. So and it's not doesn't taste that good. So you just do
No,
this.
no, yeah, I do it fast.
Snaps is shot. Yeah.
Do not feel the smell, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
It was
you.
so
Thank
fun
you.
talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Oh, by the
Thank
way,
you.
so you just arrived here to Novorebetsu by train or bus? How did you get?
Yeah, we went there by bus. From the
From
Novorebetsu.
Sapori.
Train.
Yeah.
Train to,
Sapporo?
Exactly, train from Sapporo, and then a bus. Yeah, of course, from the
So how is it?
Novorebetsu. Yeah,
oh, yeah, it looks cool.
yeah,
looks
exactly.
cool.
We're just
We-
seeing this like now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we haven't really seen. We have only been at the hotel, so this is where we get out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
I hope
definitely.
I hope we can walk around a little bit, like maybe a little bit hike. Yeah. Let us know if you have any recommendation.
We've just actually made it here as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think this is probably the main spot.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think so.
But maybe yeah.
And it smells so much like an egg, like
Yeah,
sauna.
sulfur.
It's
Yeah.
so interesting.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. So we were in one of the hotels. They have like a lot of onsen and onsen with this sulfur water. So I think that's a really interesting, also like interesting thing that there's this whole like system where you bring like the water from the hot springs into the hotels and you actually soak in it and like that's a whole. I mean we don't have anything like that in Sweden.
Have you tried hot springs?
Yes.
How do you like it? How is
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like
you like Sweden.
bathing and so I really like it. Yeah,
But are you okay with being like naked in front of other people?
I'm pretty okay with it, to be honest. Yeah, maybe it's like because we have saunas and stuff in Sweden, so it's not like completely. And there you're naked also. So. But you haven't done it so because you have some tattoos, so you haven't had the.
But I could do it in one place. There.
Yeah.
You know, like there are some hot springs which are like private. So in the hotels you can have like a private room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can go there, maybe.
But you also don't like to bath so much, so it's like
Yeah, I mean I like it sometimes, but yeah.
you're not.
You should try because some like in places like this, the water quality it makes your skin so smooth, so soft.
Yeah, it's really cool that it's kind of like
Maybe
special
for men
water.
it's not so.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to
so
be
attractive.
they don't want to be smooth. They want to be.
No, I don't mind. I also want to be smooth.
Yeah, you are pretty smooth already. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
ではですね、実は今回札幌から登別までこの方主任をずっと一緒に連れてきててではですね、皆さん今回もご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。どうでしたか？ぜひコメントで教えてください。またチャンネル登録までしてない方はチャンネル登録、インスタ、ツイッターフォローお願いします。じゃあバイバイ See you!
See ya. ありがとう。